Hey there everyone, it is Valkyrie Tarot coming at you for your January Twin Flame Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. I did this last month, towards the beginning of the month, and I really felt like it resonated with a lot of you. There were a lot of hits for it, so we're going to try it again. It's going to kind of be set up the same way that I do my Love and Soulmate readings, but instead we're going to be using the Divine Masculine or the Masculine Spirit here on my left and the Divine Feminine or the Feminine Spirit, if you can see that, on my right, okay, your left, depending on the screen, okay? And we're going to just kind of set it up the same way. Again, put intent, whatever you are hoping for, into this reading. Remember, this is for the greater collective, so if it doesn't resonate directly with you or what's going on in your situation, then I highly suggest that you maybe go into your horoscope readings and or check out some other readers who do twin flame readings as well. Okay, that being said, everything has been pre-shuffled. I'm going to be using multiple decks. The information will be down below, but we're going to go with it. This is actually a brand new deck I just got. This is called the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was totally drawn to it, and I really want to use it for my twin flame readings because I don't know if you can see the cover of that, but it's two circles coming together into one, and that's kind of, you know, how I envision twin flames. You know, we're one soul in two bodies, but when we come together, there's this burst of energy that's released. So, all right, can we get some information here for twin flames, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine? Okay, so we had the Judgment card pop out in reverse, which means that the Judgment still hasn't come to be yet. So there's still an uneven give and receive in this relationship. You might actually be in separation or may not be. Four of Pentacles just popped out, so someone's playing it very close to the chest. Pentacles can sometimes dictate financial matters, but in situations as for what I'm reading, this is going to be more of an emotional type of connection. So Four of Pentacles would mean not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to let people in, kind of being closed off emotionally towards the other person. So those are some of the energies sitting in the deck. Ooh, and we got the Ace of Pentacles just popped out in reverse. Okay, so no new stable beginning, a lack of abundance or a lack of perceived stability and abundance in a situation. All right. Just popping out all over the place. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So someone may have come in really swiftly with something to say, might have been really hurtful, very quick, might not have really thought through what they were saying. Knight of Swords sometimes can be the Aquarius sign. It could be any air sign though, however. Wow, and then the Emperor just popped out. Hello, Divine Masculine, how are you? So controlling factors, when we see it in reverse, not really stable, not really doing things for the betterment of everybody, but just for themselves. All right, here we go. First card is going to be the Divine Masculine. Awkward. We have the Empress, which is the Divine Feminine that just popped out. Okay. Next card will be for the Divine Feminine. And we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Scorpionic type of energy, any water sign, but for some reason, Scorpio kind of gets set into that, that card there. So Divine Masculine right now is in the energy of the Divine Feminine. So there might actually be an entanglement going on, and or they're thinking a lot about their Divine Feminine at this point in time. The Empress is the Divine Feminine card in the tarot deck. Sometimes the High Priestess can be considered that as well, and the Magician, depending on how you want to read, would be the Divine Masculine. You basically want to partner up. So we have over here with the Divine Feminine spirit, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So not being able to walk away from something that's no longer serving them, not being able to go towards the moon to have whatever that mystery is, whatever is hidden, revealed yet. They're still in darkness. Not leaving is basically another way of reading that. Next card is the current energy between the two of you. Well, we have the Lovers popping up here. So that's a really great energy. So Gemini is generally depicted through the Lovers Empress can be Taurus energy. So the two of you might actually still be together, and or the energy between the two of you is really trying to pull you guys back together into an intimate union. The challenge is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords in reverse is my cheeky little fellow card. I'm sure if some of you watch my readings, you've heard me say that. This is someone who, in the upright, is very much a detective, really watches somebody and their behaviors before they act so that they can kind of come in set and ready to go. A Page of Swords is someone who may have actually spread lies or, kind of painted the other person in the wrong light based on, and it could have been based on outside environmental factors, it could have been based on stress, or it could have been based on ego. But a lot of times the Page of Swords, when we see it in reverse, this is someone who had the power to do the right thing, but kind of tried to make themselves look better. This is almost an ego card. So somebody got hurt and they may have said something that might have been untrue about this person just to make themselves feel better. Next card, the blockage causing this challenge, is the Knight of Pentacles, upright. Slow-moving energy, okay? This can be any earth sign. So we're looking at Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Generally, I kind of identify this a little bit more with Taurus, but it could be any of them, to be honest. Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who is trying to move forward with an offer of stability, okay? Anyone that knows the twin flame journeys, we understand that stability doesn't always come easy. There's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of ego. So sometimes it's a really hard juggle to get a twin flame union up and running in a positive light. But right now what I'm seeing is the two of you may have been intimate in the past and or are still, but something was said that was hurtful, that was untrue, and it's really affected the other person's ego. The Knight of Pentacles is still there, though. There is an offer of trying to make this work, trying to move forward with stability, but it's a very slow-moving energy, okay? It's an earth energy. You got to wait for the earth to revolve, right? What this might mean is that this union might be taking a while. There is still stability in the foundation of this relationship, but it's going to take a while to move forward, okay? And it might require that healing right there. Next card is going to be a past situation currently influencing the divine masculine. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, karmic cycle, karmic connection, which is great considering we're doing a twin flame reading or karmic, partnership reading here. So Wheel of Fortune, it's not always a bad thing, right? But the way that it's most often depicted is that they have a lot of good luck. This person is on their karmic path. They're following the path that they need. And sometimes, if we want to take that from another point of view, is sometimes people are so blinded by all the good stuff right in front of their face that they're not able to see everything else or where it's coming from. The divine masculine, just the energy in general, usually is someone who doesn't want to look past the surface of things. They just want to see where they're at and they just want to keep going forward. Divine feminine is usually the one that's a little bit more emotional. They dig deeper to try and figure out where emotions are coming from, hence the Eight of Cups over here. But in general, the Wheel of Fortune is a good omen card. It means that there is good luck, especially with this union and with whatever the divine masculine is dealing with. Next card is a past situation currently influencing your divine feminine here. Knight of Cups in reverse. So there could have been an offer of love that was rejected. When we see the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is an action card. So this person feels rejected. They feel left behind. They feel emotionally abandoned. The Knight of Cups is, when we see it in reverse, is someone who is very much crawled back into themselves. They're hiding behind their armor. They're crying themselves to sleep at night. They're probably drinking themselves to sleep at night. Not that I'm condoning that. But they are definitely, they're in it. They're all up in their head emotionally. But again, we have their energy as the Eight of Cups in reverse, not wanting to walk away or not being able to walk away from something. outcome from the Divine Masculine's point of view is the Page of Cups in reverse. So not making an apology. They might have thought about making an apology, but they're not going to. No apologies. Moving forward, Piscean energy, Knight of Cups, Piscean energy. It could be any water sign, though, to be honest. Outcome from the Divine Feminine's point of view is the Two of Cups in reverse. Again, water energy could be any of the water signs. When we see the Two of Cups in reverse, that's generally the soulmate card. So that means that there has been a breakup, or there will be a breakup between the two of you. There will be an ending of some sort, very emotional because of whatever has gone on here. Most likely to stem back to this Page of Swords issue and the Page of Cups. It seems like the Divine Feminine's really all up in their emotions right now, and the Divine Masculine is so distracted by everything else because things are going good for them. They don't want to dive back into this because it feels negative to them and it'll pull them down. Overall outcome is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is, the red carpet queen. She's the type of person that you can't look away from. You're just drawn to. Everyone's drawn to them. Very charismatic, very brave, knows what she wants, goes for it, doesn't take any apologies in the meantime, but is also a very nurturing and very passionate person as well. So for an outcome, that would actually be pretty good. Sorry about that. My throat is really dry, so I need to get a drink. Getting back to it. So the Queen of Wands is actually really good energy to end on here for the partnership, for the twin flame connection, because that means that there is still passion alive between the two of you. Either with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, there's still passion here, even if you guys are breaking up, or even if you guys have decided to separate and go into your own corners for a while and heal. The Queen of Wands is a promise that there is still passion there when you guys choose to come back together, if you choose to come back together. Energy under the deck is the Sun card, Leo energy. So again, really great energy going between the two things. Queen of Wands would be a fire sign as well, so Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Okay? Let's get some confirmation here. Not yet, I didn't even ask a question. Can we get a confirmation card for the Empress here? Empress. It's the the Knight of Shields, or Pentacles, rather. So in the past, perhaps the masculine spirit wasn't able to make an offer of stability moving forwards, and that might have been the issue. That's why it's the blockage down here. Why weren't they able to make it? Because there was deceit and or feeling defeated here. The Five of Swords in the reverse is generally a healing type of card, but we have to remember that this man right here is holding 3 swords, and 3 swords is the heartbreak card. So there may have been, defeat or leaving someone behind in order to try and save themselves, even though it would have caused heartbreak. Okay. What about this Eight of Cups over here? What's this Eight of Cups? It's the Seven of Swords. So the Divine Feminine feels like they were lied to, or they were deceived somehow by their Divine Masculine. Something happened which left them feeling kind of broken a little bit. And you can see this guy here, I always think this looks like the Hobbit, but he has the 7 swords in his hand, or sorry, he has the 5 swords in his hand. Okay, so this definitely is related to whatever just happened over here with the Divine Masculine. Okay, can I get more for that? What happened? And there's those 3 of Swords that I was telling you. 3 of Swords in reverse though, so healing, definitely healing, but it's a slow healing. Okay, the heart is still wounded by those swords, so it's a slow healing moving forward. Okay, what about this Lover's card? King of Pentacles in reverse. So again, almost a refusal. Someone who has the power to offer stability, but does not want to, just doesn't deem any value in the stability of this union, or that creates, because they're not able to give an even give and take. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So that's Capricorn energy with the king over there. Oh, wow, and we have the Queen of Shields in reverse over here for the Page of Swords. So, again, not kind of deeming that it's not worthy of stability, and over here, deeming that there is no, like, not wanting to put the compassion, not wanting to put the nurturing energy into this relationship because of whatever this issue was. Yeah. And we got Rebirth here, which is the Judgment card in reverse. So Scorpionic energy. It's almost as if one or both of the partners is fighting this connection. It's almost like they know that there is a karmic tie here. They know that there's a karmic tie here. They know that your soulmates dash twin flames. They know that you're lovers. There's so much energy here, but the only energy they're able to offer is this Knight of Pentacles, because they don't feel like they can give the other person what the other person desires. So they're fighting this connection. They're fighting this rebirth, this growth, this union moving forwards. We have Fortune. Yeah. With the Druid, this would be the Hierophant in the other decks, in a normal deck. So this person, you know, they have the Wheel of Fortune, they have the Hierophant. The Divine Masculine looks very well and put together here, very stable. But what we're seeing is that this connection to the Divine Feminine really is impacting them to the point where they've actually just shut off. They don't want to pay attention to what's going on. However, that Empress is still on their mind, okay? Knight of Cups with the Ace of Shields. All right, so the Divine Feminine really is the one that made it push, wanting commitment, wanting to have it all with the Divine Masculine. And it could be that the Divine Feminine just came forward and came forward too soon, and or with an energy that, you know, kind of set the Divine Masculine back on his heels. This is Page of Cups up here. Page of Cups with the Six of Swords. So the Divine Masculine is going to try and move out of rough seas into calmer waters. They're not going to make an apology. They're just going to kind of try and sail out of this. Again, though, we have to pay attention. Can you see the Three of Swords behind that person's back? So we're still leaving heartbreak. There's still someone that's going to get hurt by this. They're sailing away out of this. They're moving away from their Divine Feminine because they just don't want to deal with it. And then we have the King of Cups up here to clarify the Two of Cups. Scorpionic energy. King of Cups in reverse is someone who's not able to keep control of their emotions. They are so passionate and they want this connection so much that it's almost driving them crazy. They're not able to come forward with a stable type of an offer, or a stable type of, I guess, they are not emotionally stable enough because they want the stability, they want the commitment of this relationship, but the Divine Masculine sees the inability for the Divine Feminine to remain calm enough. Yeah, so then we got the Five of Cups coming over here. Five of Cups is the disappointment card, but it's in reverse. So there's going to be a breakup, or there will be a split or a separation here. The Divine Feminine's going to be going through it. Shocker, I know, to all the Divine Feminines out there that are probably already going through it. Five of Cups, though, is hope. It is hope, okay? You can see in this card, this person is staring at the Three of Cups that were lost. So there might actually be a situation where the Divine Masculine has actually turned their eyes away from their Divine Feminine towards someone else who they might think of as their Empress, but is not. They might actually be a karmic partner if we see that tie there between the Wheel of Fortune and that. Specifically because I know I'm reading for a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine who are true twin flames here, okay? But keep in mind, the Two of Cups is sitting right behind this person, so that Two of Cups that was poured over is still there. So it's almost as if the universe is saying to the Divine Feminine, this has to happen, the Divine Masculine has to move away, so that the Divine Feminine can heal and find stability on their own. And once that stability happens, perhaps the Wheel of Fortune will keep turning and the divine masculine will come back. Can we get something for the Queen of Wands here? Well, Queen of Wands with the Queen of Wands. All right, can't really get too much more than that, right? So again, passion, confidence, intuition, coming forwards. The divine feminine is going to come into her own and be very strong and be very confident, and it might actually make the divine masculine spirit come back to this situation. Can I get another one on the Six of Swords? Wow. So they have to leave and leave heartbreak behind in order to reach this Ten of Cups. Interesting. Very interesting. Who's the Ten of Cups going to be with, though, is my question. Oh, look, there's the Page of Swords. Yep, so they're going to come back. They're definitely going to come back. And if this Ten of Cups is in reference to this Page of Swords right here, it could be that perhaps the divine feminine lost their temper and said something about the divine masculine and really hurt their ego, which is why they're leaving. And that might also be why an apology was not accepted and the cup of love was returned and someone feels deceived. Okay, so that might have been, the Page of Swords might have been that the divine feminine thought that something happened. Maybe they thought there was a third party. Maybe they thought that the divine masculine, you know, being quiet and reserved as they normally are and emotionally unavailable as they normally are, perhaps the divine feminine, we can see that she was not emotionally, you know, in her center here. Might have gotten jealous or may have said something that was hurtful to the divine masculine and caused them to leave. Okay, all right. Underneath the card, actually, we have the Eight of Cups, which is very interesting, in the upright, which was the card that we got for the divine feminine here. So it could mean that once the healing goes through, the divine feminine might be able to actually walk away from the hurt and whatever was holding her back in this relationship and be able to move forward to be able to get to that Queen of Wands. All right, we're going to use we're going to get 5 cards from the Mystic Moon Spirits of Darkness and Light Oracle. That doesn't count. We get 5 cards here. What is the energy right now for this divine masculine, divine feminine? Wow, all the cards. Come on, 5 cards. 1. Mirror spirit reflecting vanity or deflection. So again, that might be what the divine masculine is going through. Card number 2, Spirit of the Dog, friendship, companion, undying loyalty. Okay, so that's usually very common when we see a twin flame union, that no matter what has happened between the two of you, there's still a loyalty there, there's still a love, there's still a bond between the two of you. Spirit of the Angel, guidance, blessings, and unanswered prayers. So that card is telling me that the universe is listening to you. So if you are looking for answers or you're looking for help, it's too many cards, sorry guys. If you're looking for answers, if you're looking for help, if you're looking for healing, that your spirit guides are up there and they're there to protect you. They're there to help you. Spirit of the Gargoyle, intimidation, guardian, or protector. Okay, so maybe something happened in the past where one or both of them felt intimidated by the other. Most often the divine feminine is looking for their protector. They're looking for the person that's supposed to guard them, but the divine feminine, ironically, usually becomes the protector for the divine masculine because they are more rooted in their emotions and they know how to protect them from the emotions that they're trying to fight. All right, one more card. Werewolf spirit, wild, untamed desire. Okay, so that comes back to that Queen of Wands there. There's definitely a passion stuck between the two of you. There's chemistry between the two of you for sure, but for some reason it's being denied right now because someone's ego definitely. I'm reading that someone's ego got in the way, and what most likely happened was that the divine feminine, perhaps she looked at this person and was like, "This is it. I want to marry you," and maybe they came at the divine masculine too fast and they got cold feet, if you know what I mean. So they're trying to go about their own way. But as we all know with twin flames, we always find our way back, right? All right, can I get 2 cards from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I just got sidetracked, okay? So maybe they got distracted by something, maybe their job, maybe something else, maybe a third party kind of came in and distracted them, and it kind of pulled them away from this energy, and the Divine Feminine felt that energy, which probably is what caused this emotional issue. All right, I thought about reaching out, but then I stopped myself. Okay, so the Divine Masculine definitely, that comes back to this. The Empress is on the, like the Empress is you. Sorry, I'm just guessing that a Divine Feminine is watching, but the Empress is the Divine Feminine. And it's on the mind, okay? It's on the mind of the Divine Masculine, so you're not too far away. Can I get 2 cards from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine now? Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. You're the only person who truly gets me, okay? So they know how important this connection is here. They definitely feel it, but they might be trying to distract themselves with other people right now. And I'm really bad at commitment. All right, shocker. That's probably why he kind of pulled away a little bit and tried to get where he wanted to go. He also, meaning the Divine Masculine spirit, doesn't necessarily mean that it was actually a man. This can go vice versa. The energy is just kind of what half of the yin or yang we embody within our spiritual union. Okay. All right. We're going to get 1 card from the Lightworkers Oracle. Some healing information, something to focus on here. We get 1 card for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine watching this. Oh, it don't want to come out, huh? Just 1 card. There it is. Merkaba, spiritual protection. Okay, so this card is telling you that both of you are being protected by a higher being, a higher entity. The universe is protecting this union. Okay, so just because you guys have to split and go into separation, just because one or the other may be perhaps trying to find, trying to satiate themselves and their desires in other people, it doesn't mean that you are any less valuable to them. The Divine Feminine is always on the Divine Masculine's mind. The Divine Feminine can't let this go yet, but the advice that's coming from this is that the Divine Masculine has to go through whatever they're going through, has to walk away in order to find this happiness again with you. And the Divine Feminine has to heal and learn how to let this go in order to come back into her power and kind of come back and be 10 times stronger, both emotionally, physically, spiritually than before. Okay, the Queen of Wands is an intellect. It's someone who follows their intuition, and it's someone she's a boss, and there's no going back once you find her. Okay, all right, Twin Flame people, my fellow journey hikers here. I really hope that you wind up enjoying this, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I will be doing another one next month. Hope to see you guys then. Deuces.